Oh my goodness. Thank you, Larry. All right, so let's start all over again. Excuse the mess and the additional space. Um, Zoom does this. I don't know why. I mean, YouTube does this when I can't use my camera software to change this. So what I have to do is turn the camera software on, like reset the camera to whatever that is, and then turn the camera software off before I go to Zoom. That happens when I restart my computer. I restarted my computer and forgot to do this. So you have more of a view of my background. So it is, thought it was another side. My bad. I'm not sure why, but my microphone was on mute. And that's not normal. So I'm not sure if that had something to do with restarting my computer or what, but I will try and, it's a newer to me microphone, so I will try and pay more attention to that. All right, so this is the first Wednesday of the month. It is the bookkeeping accountability call. What should you do? So regardless of whether or not you have my workbook or you are partnering with me and you're using Xero, or whether you're using something entirely different, some things just have to be done. Okay, so the first thing that has to be done is you need to categorize your receipts. So what I want you to do is you pull all your receipts out, and if you haven't done so already, you're going to put them in piles based on what they were for. So if it was for inventory, you put them in a pile for inventory. If it was for supplies, you put them in a pile for supplies. You get the picture, right? If you need more information about the different categories and what goes in them, I have a deductions class that I'm finishing up. We just went through it live, and I'm finishing up putting it together so that it is a standalone do-it-yourself follow-through course. Larry says, I just need to learn to read lips. Apparently, because Larry's in my calls on a regular basis, and that's not the first time that I have goofed and not had the sound on for whatever reason, or my microphone on. So what I started to show you guys, or what I showed you guys when you couldn't hear me, is this is one of the ways that I use to categorize my receipts. I have different categories on here, and as the month goes, I just shove my receipts into here so that they are available, right? Good morning, Wendy. How are you? So from categories, you need to enter them into your whatever your bookkeeping is. So if you are using my workbook, you have your receipts, you can absolutely just use your bank statements to add the items in. If you're using a program like Xero, which you can get through me, and I have actually have an affiliate link for that now. Or you can there's a couple options that are not available if you just go to their website that you can get directly through me. Though that allows you to pull your bank statement into the software, much like that other company that I don't like. And I will refuse to mention. But you have to keep your receipts. You don't have to use them to enter your stuff, right? Because the information that you need to put into your bookkeeping is fairly simple. It's going to have the date, it's going to have the vendor, it's going to have the amount that you spent. And then you attach that to a category. So you don't have to actually use the receipts themselves to enter your bookkeeping, but you do have to keep them. And here's why I suggest you do it by category. If you are audited, and getting audited is not usually something that you did or didn't do on your taxes, although it could be, depending on what it is. Most of the time, it's like jury duty. It's just a matter of you got your number called. That's all it is they picked your number. So when they pick your number, they send you a letter. And in the letter, it says, "Hi, we are auditing your taxes. We would like you to send us," or actually, it's not like, "You need to send us all of your backup for the 3 largest categories on your taxes." So whatever those are for you, and it's fairly simple to figure it out. You just look on your Schedule C and you see which 3 numbers are the highest. If you sell inventory, if you sell goods, then your inventory is probably going to be one of the highest. If you're selling goods online, then your platform fees, your selling costs, which usually include shipping, the percentage the platform charges you, and other things that the platform charges you, though that tends to be the top 2, with the third usually being some type of supplies. So whether that be regular supplies or materials and supplies that you use to get your items to the customer. Those tend to be the top 3 things. If you are a service-based business, and remember, I handle and I help all online. I mean, I can help any business, but my specialty is online businesses because they seem to be the most underserved and the ones that other accountants are trying to put into a brick and mortar box. And I think that is totally unacceptable. The rules do not apply the same to an online business as they do to a brick and mortar, and vice versa. So people shouldn't be treating online business owners the same way. The other thing that I was getting ready, that I had started to say earlier, was that I literally, right as this call started, finished setting up my scanner. I bought a scanner a while back. This is the scanner that I bought. Epson Rapid Receipt 70W. I bought it because I knew that eventually I would be going mobile, and I didn't want a great big scanner. I wanted a scanner that I could take with me, that would work with me on the road, that didn't take up a lot of room, that I could use wired or wirelessly. And like I said, I literally just finished setting it up. And so this is it. Look how tiny, look how cute it is. So let me turn it back on here. and I'll just show you what it does, but if I can be sure that it's okay. So hopefully it is connected. Let's see. All right, so I have it. I literally was just trying to figure, oh yeah, it looks like it's connected. So I have a receipt in here just to test it out. But it shows that the battery is fully charged and it shows connection. So if I hit this button right here, let's see if it works. I had it working with I had it working with it plugged in. So maybe I need to go back to the drawing board for yep, having an issue. Okay, so if I plug it back in, I know that it works that way. Okay, so now you can see. I think. What is wrong with this thing? Why is it? Ah, there we go. All right, so that was a lot of time. But anyway, it's a super cute little scanner. It's portable. It will work mobile. I just have to figure out how to make it work mobile. It's got great software that you can, even if you don't use my my stuff, it helps you to notice that it is a receipt. It allows you to put information in for it, and it will put it into a spreadsheet. So it's got a lot of neat little features. What I will say is that the software that it comes with out of the box, at least the one that I bought, and I've had it for like a year and I never took it out of the box. So I ended up going to Epson's website and downloading from their support. And that was when I got it to work. I downloaded the Epson ScanSmart. The software that came with it, I never could get it to do what it was supposed to do. So I don't know. Larry says, since my taxes will probably be better than the 2 or 3 years, would that bring up a red flag? My taxes will probably be better. So your taxes just being different, like you didn't make a lot of money the last couple years and then you start making more money over the next couple years. No, that in and of itself will not bring up a red flag. Showing a bunch of stuff, you know, like, for example, an excessive amount of restaurants.
I found a few restaurants. China King, 3 miles away on Town Square Drive.
Alexa, stop. Like, really? I didn't even say her name. And she's just going to start talking? Anyway. Anywho, I just, you know, if you are honest about your expenses and you treat your business as a business and you keep track of all of your receipts, then you're not going to have an issue. It doesn't matter whether something causes a red flag if it's true. So everything is about a story. And if you're in business and you are attempting to make a profit with whatever it is that you're doing, then any deductions for that, any possible expenses, anything that you're spending money on in order to make a profit for that business, in order to grow that business, now becomes a deduction. So I wouldn't worry about it. One of the things that I do see is I see a lot of people, they're so worried about, can you take meals? Can you take meals? Sure, you can take meals, right? There are certain caveats for taking the meals, but you can take the meals. However, does it serve your business? Does it really help you grow your business? You're only going to get half of that amount back for a deduction. So let's say that you could go to sorry, hold on. Let's say that you go to a restaurant and you spend $15 on something fast food. That is not unreasonable for one person to go do, right? So you go to the restaurant, you get the food, you spend the $15, you put it into your bookkeeping. You're only going to get $7.50 of that as a deduction. Could you have just gone in the grocery store and got something from the grocery store, hot or not, that would be less than $7.50? Could you not have packed your lunch for less than $7.50? I mean, I'm here to help you make the most of your tax deductions, but I'm also here to help you be good stewards of your finances, both your personal finances and your business finances. So I don't want you just to arbitrarily spend money just because it could be a deduction. I want you to think about what you're spending money on in order to make it a good, solid deduction. Okay. So I started to talk about deductions for service type businesses, businesses that are not selling actual you're not selling like physical products. You could be selling a digital product in which, you create that. You could be selling a service much like I do, or coaching, or there's all kinds of service businesses that are online, but you still may have to go out and buy supplies and things like that. So don't forget that you can still make sure that everything that you spend, every mile that you do, if you plan your trips before you leave the house, that you can make those trips tax deductible. Remember that little incidental stops in between a drive for a reason for business is still going to be a complete business trip. So, don't discount anything that you're spending money on. Make sure that you ask. I have a free Facebook group that you can join and you can ask questions in. I have, every morning, Monday through Friday, right here, I do a morning chat. A lot of times it's a monologue about whatever it is that's going on in my life, but you have the absolute ability to come on and ask me any kind of questions about accounting. And those are free options. Those don't cost you anything but your time, right? So if you have a question about a deduction, absolutely drop it in the Facebook group. All posts get approved so that I make sure that I see them. Because if they just came up, Facebook isn't great about notifying. They definitely don't notify me that I have posts waiting to be approved. So I have to remember to go do that. I think I have some now that I need to go approve, but you can drop a question there. You can come Monday through Friday between 8:30 and we'll say between 8:30 and 8:45 because that's a guarantee. But a lot of times I will stay till 9. So between 8:30 and 9 Eastern time, Monday through Friday, I'm right here. You can tune in and drop questions in the chat and I will answer your questions for you. And then if you want a little more guidance, as soon as this call is over with, I'm joining in with my paid members. They are, it's a paid membership group for $25 a month. It's currently $25 a month. If you join now, you'll get grandfathered in on that price. And we do 5 hours worth of calls a month. So right after this call, I'm going to spend 2 hours with them and, answering the questions and going through bookkeeping and things like that to make sure that they get all their numbers updated for the month of May. And then they'll be good to go for another month. So you have options and I have your back. I'm here for you to make sure that you don't have to worry about, you don't have to stress over the numbers. You don't have to stress about not knowing this, that, or the other. I can answer those questions and keep you moving forward. Okie dokie. So I hope that while I have been chatting here, those that are not in my group have gotten started on their bookkeeping. And if you are in my group that, maybe you also got started on your bookkeeping. And I hope that, within the next hour, you will have it all done. Definitely with my workbook, most people can get their bookkeeping done in at least under an hour. I can do my own bookkeeping in under 15 minutes with the workbook. Well, I could. My business has become multifaceted, so it takes me a little bit longer now, but because there's 3 of them that I have to do the bookkeeping for. So my bookkeeping takes a little bit longer now, but the workbook is super easy, super simple to use, and it streamlines your process and everything is there. You don't have to have separate things or go different places to figure out what you need to have for your taxes. And if you are an eBay seller, it has business building tools in there as well. So I hope that helps. I hope that has answered a lot of questions. Thanks for showing up today. And, let me know. Drop in the chat that you finished your bookkeeping for the month. All right. I want to know that you got it done. And my links are all in the description, so you can pop down there and check out the Facebook group. And don't forget to add it into your time to come back in the mornings and join us for coffee in the morning. We definitely like our coffee time. Wendy says, I just got the workbook last week. It is very simple, and I just canceled my subscription to my reseller Genie. Yay! I'm glad that you just got it last week and you are already seeing how simple it is to use. And it's a one-time payment, right? No subscriptions. One-time payment for life. I update it every year. But I built it so that you can update it yourself. If for some reason I fell off the face of the earth, you could still use it. Wendy, did you know that in 2017, when certain things were put into place to make changes regarding, what we were allowed to do for small business, they defined small business as $26 million. That has since been indexed for inflation. So in that light, anybody that's here listening, their business is very small, including my own. So you have a business. You are light years ahead of other people. So I congratulate you. Again, if you need anything, reach out in the Facebook group or in the in the chat in the morning. I look forward to seeing you back again. And I hope everyone has a great day. I've got to run. I got to get to my members. I will see everybody tomorrow morning. Bye.